YouTube, man. Whenever I yell at the TV, and I do yell at the TV, in some YouTube-induced frenzy of "F you," I always end my rant with this one specific phrase. This is the world we live in. YouTube being one of the clearest windows into our f***ed up and freakish culture. Good and bad, fat and thin. It's all there, man. Clever instructional videos side by side with a plethora of stupid, meaningless shit. A cornucopia of shit. A shit sandwich. And I must confess, I watch it all. So what does that say about me? See, I don't blame society. I blame myself. YouTube is based on content. We are content creators. Me and the millions of other YouTube channel people. I'm not particularly YouTube famous. I don't have millions of subscribers yet, but we are all part of the same internet landscape. Some YouTube sites have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and they make thousands of dollars a month in internet revenue. People would be shocked if they knew how much some of these idiots make for eating a piece of dead fish and vomiting it up. It's crazy. It does explain a lot, however. People like to watch stupid shit, and stupid shit pays, and pays well. Hence, the preponderance of YouTube stunt videos, First Amendment auditor videos, sovereign citizen videos, faces of death videos, and so on. Police arrest videos, people getting tased videos. I can't explain why I watch. Perhaps, I don't know, perhaps it's my desire to see people get a little payback for their stupid f***ed up behavior. So under the general heading of "This is the f***ed up world we live in," let's explore some of my deepest and darkest internet pleasures. Sovereign citizens. Sovereign citizens are people who don't feel they have to follow the law like the rest of us, especially those laws when it applies to driving. Sovereign citizens don't feel they have to have driver's licenses or insurance or registration. They don't have to, because they follow a higher law, a law unto themselves. They are free human beings, you see. So what happens to these so-called sovereign citizens when they get pulled over follows a fairly predictable pattern.
You're under arrest. Open the door. Step out. You're getting hosed. Step out now. Step out now.
A cop pulls the driver over. They find out there's an expired registration. The traffic stop starts with the sovereign citizen only rolling down his window an inch or two to talk to the cop. That's how it begins, the beginning shittiness. When the cop asks for the guy's ID, the sovereign citizen will say he's not really driving. He's not driving. He is traveling. Then the driver will ask the cop to send for a sergeant or a supervisor.
Step out of the vehicle now. Step out of the vehicle now. OC.
Then the supervisor shows up. He tells the sovereign citizen the same thing. You need us to show us your ID. Where's your registration? Yada, yada, yada. Then out comes the soundbite stuff. Am I being detained? Am I committed a crime? You're violating my Fourth Amendment. It's all a fucking script, man. It's all a fucking internet script downloaded off some weirdo, obscure sovereign citizen site, complete with fake Supreme Court decisions, fake laws, fake judgments. It's all fake. It makes no difference in the end, you see, because every sovereign citizen video ends the same way, with the driver's car window being bashed out and the driver pulled out of his car kicking and screaming. This is where my guilty pleasure, I guess, comes in. I often will just fast forward right to the window breaking just to save time. A cop will pull over a man, usually a black guy, wearing a fez. The fez being the dead giveaway. I mean, who wears a fucking fez in Phoenix, Arizona? These indigenous, Moorish sovereign citizens paid $70 to some scam website for a fake indigenous person ID card. And it's like a fake card with a fake name, something Moroccan sounding, Adith Badith Bay Ali. So now, armed with this ID card, they don't have to have a car registration, a driver's license. They don't even have to pay taxes anymore because they are now part of the mighty Moorish nation. Moorish. Of course, this scam doesn't work either. Fez boy, he's also pulled out of his car kicking and screaming. And what does that say about me? These guys are a special kind of stupid. Armed with a GoPro and an iPhone, they fight the good fight every day. They enter courthouses and post offices, waving their camera around. They're fighting for us. They're fighting for our First Amendment rights, you see. It's in the Constitution. All they really are YouTube content creators, man. They walk into courthouses to harass people for clicks and views to make YouTube money. Seriously, it's all about the YouTube money. And the shittier they are to people, the more money they make. That's why they do it. They walk into public buildings, waving their phones around, and at first, no one really notices them. That doesn't work. No one wants to watch boring content. We need a confrontation. People have to get mad on camera for this thing to make any YouTube money, so the Frauditor will always sink to the lowest common denominator insult to get a response. Insult someone's wife or their weight, anything shitty to get someone to lash out at him for clicks and views. This is especially disgusting when it comes to the cop baiters. These guys specialize in walking up to cops when they're engaged in crime scenes and yelling at them to distract them and get a reaction. See, if they can get the cops to lash out at them, that's more clicks and views. Cops already have the hardest job on earth. Now they have to contend with these scumbags, people with cameras baiting them to lash out at them. More clicks, more views equals more money. It's all about the fucking money. And then when they do cross the line and they get arrested, they get their subscribers to pay for their attorney fees and their bail money via GoFundMe. It's sickening. But yes, as I said before, this is the world we live in. These videos often carry the heading, YouTuber filmed seconds before his death, or people who died for a selfie. That's a great title. I think this is a variation on the old Faces of Death videos I used to watch on my old VHS player. Yeah, I had all 5 of those videos. A majority of these videos are just dumb motherfuckers trying to grab a selfie by hanging off a cliff or dangling over a bridge. It's like a new generation of people whose entire self-worth is measured by clicks and likes. Some pretty girl with 800,000 subscribers climbs over a fence into a restricted area and dangles over a cliff, holding her phone in one hand and the ledge in another. Things take a wrong turn. She falls and plummets to her death, kicking and screaming. A fitting end to a meaningless life. Or the YouTube stunt videos where the boyfriend coaxes the girlfriend to shoot him in the chest with a handgun to test out his newest so-called bulletproof vest. It seems defective, man. Can we rewind back to the part where I don't have a giant hole in my chest? Too late. A man gets out of his car at a Lion Country Safari theme park to get the perfect lion selfie. And another lion just casually walks up behind him, mauls him, and eats him. Oh! A man approaches a giant grizzly bear at Yellowstone Park and gets mauled and eaten. Happens all the time. But on a positive note, the family does get to capture the perfect selfie. Daddy for dinner! This is the world we live in, people. And don't get me started on those TikTok people. They are a separate species, man. They are not like us. So there you are. My take on the whole outlandish YouTube phenomenon. And I'm a part of it, but I don't know. I just have a different approach. I try not to cross the line. Groupie videos? Nah, when you're married, man, that's not cool. Also, talking shit is okay, but naming names is not. I'd like to think there's a code of honor, even amongst scumbag musicians. My reminiscences are funny and cool, so I don't need to add clickbait to the story to make it a good story, because it's already a good story. This channel is for fun. Let's keep it fun. It's your old pal Jizzo, rockin' and rollin', and we'll see you next time.